interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell, and they're trying to get her to roach out. Trump is even talking about giving her a pardon for her to go.
We haven't heard Trump talking about giving her a pardon. What we've heard about is people rumoring that because the House of Representatives are trying to subpoena Maxwell, which basically means get her to testify in front of Congress under oath about everything she knows. After that, all of a sudden, after that announcement, the Department of Justice is like, oh, yeah, we want to talk to her first. And as a result, there have been rumors that Donald Trump might potentially offer her a pardon deal to buy her silence. Trump has not mentioned the pardon as far as I'm aware. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But my understanding of the time frame is she said she'd be willing to testify. Congress subpoenas her, which is exactly how you'd get a prison inmate to testify. Then Donald Trump is trying to swoop in with the DOJ ahead of her testimony.
Out on everybody else.
If he was asked a question about it, I'm surprised. I want to see it.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if she's cooperating?
It's something I haven't thought about.
See, it's something I haven't thought about. Okay.
It's really something
recommended.
It's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
But you wouldn't rule it out, sir.
But you ought to be speaking about Larry Summers. You ought to be speaking.
Yeah. So this was a large rumor that built up, and usually what happens is that the rumor builds up. So she says she'll testify. Congress says they'll subpoena her. Trump DOJ tries to get involved to cut a deal with her before to prevent the release of any Epstein-related information. Her testimony would be the most watched TV ever. Then people are like, oh, Trump's going to potentially pardon her. So then what happens? Then all of a sudden you get reporters that go, hey, do you want to pardon her? Oh, it's not something I've thought about. Well, yeah. Because it was just sort of a rumor. Now, is it possible that in the background, Trump is telling his DOJ, hey, go pardon her? Absolutely. Like, come on, we all believe that. But he has not publicly said, oh, I'm thinking about pardoning her. This sort of confirms that.
About some of his friends that are hedge fund guys, they're all over the place. You ought to be speaking about Bill Clinton, who went to the island 28 times. I never went to the island.
Do you maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot. All you have to do is take a look at the dossier, the fake dossier. Everything's...
All of this is just, what's such a pisser about all of this is really just the rich elite getting away in their two-tier justice system. I still can't get over scumbags like Trevor Milton, who defrauded investors of billions of dollars, getting a pardon from Trump, but Trump doesn't even know the guy. He just gets told what to do by people in the White House, probably with a line like, hey, this'll look good. Democratic judges screwed this guy and he donated millions to your campaign. He's a good guy. He got screwed by Democrat judges. And then Trump, oh, that doesn't sound good. Let's pardon him. I mean, when he did the press conference where he announced the pardoning of Trevor Milton, he didn't even know the guy. So this is why people are upset. You could literally get a pardon just by knowing the right people and throwing money around. You could get away with murder or stealing billions of dollars just by being rich and an elite. And that's why the Epstein files matter so much.
Fake with that administration. Everything's fake with the Democrats. Take a look at what they just found.
And then, of course, this is Donald Trump's distraction. Oh, let's talk about the Fed. Let's talk about Obama. Let's bring Obama back up.
About the dossier. Everything is fake. They're a bunch of sick people.
He is acting weird, bro. Like, if he's not guilty, he's sure doing a good job acting like he's guilty.
That's a great line. If he's not guilty, he's sure doing a good job acting like he's guilty. It's basically the line, methinks thou protest too much.
I think if they do not release everything they have, they are done. True. If they do not release, and I told them that.
I don't think they're done, because ultimately what happens with these political controversies is some larger controversy ends up taking over. Like, let me ask you this. How many people are going to be talking about the Epstein files when there's a giant-ass recession and everybody's freaking out because stocks are down 80%? And I'm not forecasting that. I'm just giving an extreme example here to say some other crap hits the fan, we'll be over this. And that's why Donald Trump is bringing up so many different things to talk about, because he doesn't want to talk about the Epstein files. And it is, frankly, in politics, just a matter of time, and it will fade. You don't even have an election for another year and a half until midterms. Now, like, as people, our goal is to, like, keep bringing this up as, hey, it matters. Like, we need to deal with this, keep the pressure on. But it just gets harder and harder over time, because over time, people get frustrated. But they all do it. I mean, this is the political game. You know, Obama, Biden, they all pardon weirdos as well. It's crazy.
You need to release
more than that. Human sacrifices. I just want the files released, and I agree with one of the congressmen. He said we should hang him. There is a public bloodthirst for this, and if he doesn't give it, they're going to be upset.
Hang the people on the list.
I think that it's obvious that Trump is implicated in some way. I would be willing to believe that Trump had an idea that it was going on. I would not be immediately willing to believe that Trump was doing it himself. I
don't know. I don't know. I'm willing to believe that. Like, yeah. Oh, here, have a massage from this 17-year-old high school girl. You know, wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I'll put it that way.
Require more proof than that. But I do think that in the same way that everybody in Hollywood knew about Harvey Weinstein, everybody in music knew about Diddy, I bet everybody in this echelon knew about Jeffrey Epstein. But the fact that the FBI was directed to say if his name was in the files or not to him, why would you do that if you weren't guilty?
Well, pretty assumptive, but it does show you just the madness around the Epstein files, and it gets more mad every day. Nobody knows mad quite like I do, but what we do know
Kevin is very talented, but I don't know if it's going to be him, but he's a very talented guy.